Awesome. So we are live. Great. Hello, guys. So let's do this. Let's do 1 minute countdown for people to get started. We are getting started about good versus great PM in our live training. This is Dr. Nancy Lee. We're getting started in 1 minute. Once you join us, please comment on the chat. What's your name and where you're from? What's your goal for 2023? Hello. Was someone from LinkedIn? Stanis, how are you? Oh, you also got PhD. I love it. Also got PhD. That's awesome. And five awesome. See who else is here with us. How are you guys? Stanis. Awesome. Lots of you will join us. Awesome. So comment on the chat. What's your name, where you from, and what's your goal for YouTube? What's your goal for 2023, and what questions you have for today's YouTube live? Cool. So now a quick introduction on my side. Hey guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee, and I'm Director of Product featured in Forbes. That also have helped 100 people land their dream PM job offer in FAANG companies and unicorn startup, and continue to get promoted as a product leader. If you're interested in product management course, feel free to go to PM Accelerator, which is go to my website, drnancy.com, to learn more. And we have different packages, different financing options for any possible people with any financing challenges. Feel free to go to our website and learn more and join our latest live masterclass, which describe more details regarding who do we select to join the program. Awesome. So, where is everybody based right now? So I'm actually coming in from Miami, and we moved from Boston to Miami in the winter. Now the summer, moving back to Boston again. So we're snowbirding. So going back up to Boston in a few weeks. So actually very excited to see some mountains. We've seen too much beaches recently, and so summer is just exciting enough for us to make some changes. So comment on the chat, what's your name, where you from, and what you go for 2023. I'd love to see where you guys live as well. And so today we talk about good PM, bad PM, what skills you need to become a great product manager. So let me bring on my deck. Sorry, the internet is very slow. Okay, found it. Yeah, interesting. Today's internet very slow. It's like slow loading. At the same time, let me plug in my headphone so it's better. Okay. Oh, dun, dun, dun. We have it here. Awesome. So let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on. See. Where's my slide deck? So let me share my slide deck. Then we can get started with today's good PM versus bad PM. Okay, today we'll talk about how to become a great PM, and especially the differences between good PM and bad PM. Right? There are 6 different elements which we want to cover between the good PM, bad PM, what people can do to become better PM. Okay, so now before we get started, we always love to share inspiring stories, and I do love to share a student of mine who is Juliet, which is with all the latest news, I really want to inspire everyone to feel like people can still land their dream job during a recession. Okay, and also in a short amount of time. So this is a student of mine, Ria, she was laid off. So she was laid off as a senior product owner and on February 22nd. And by April 10th, which is about 7 weeks after, and she landed a senior product manager job at a Kill and also with much higher salary. So now let me break it down to you regarding what she did. And by the way, the new company she's about to join is very exciting. Has a fully remote position, perfect for new moms. Herself also have an 8-month-old baby, so very, very exciting for her. So the new company actually is the first FDA approved gaming company that helping kids to grow and combat addictions to different kind of like personal behaviors. So actually the concept for the company she's working for is super, super exciting. Actually, I believe there's a lot of like amazing mission behind it. But I really want to let you guys know, number one, how do people do it? And actually, we all know that lots of people were not able to land a job offer and after the layoff for a very, very long time. And let me tell you what's going on and why not. Okay, so number one thing is, for example, she landed a job within like 7 weeks. How she did it is, number one, she knew exactly her value proposition. Okay, so she knew that FAANG company is not hiring right now, so she's targeting other company who's offering remote PM job. Number one thing. And number two thing, she also knows how to present herself very well in the interview. And number three, she knows how to leverage ChatGPT to prepare interview much faster. All right, so I have a ChatGPT training in my inner circle, and I believe you guys, lots of you guys, if you're part of my email list, you have been invited to the ChatGPT training in the past. Okay, so you should have it already in your system. So I want you guys to really get ready for your any new amazing opportunities using like AI to speed up your study and learning process. Okay, so now I want you guys to feel like you have the confidence and the right skills being able to use the better methodology to land your job as well. Okay, so if you miss any of my live training regarding ChatGPT, feel free to see any recordings or email my team. So actually I had a private training regarding ChatGPT 2 months ago. Okay, cool. All right. So anybody who is going out for interviews, so here is the latest news, very funny. 2 days ago, I was invited to speak at Rice University for the MBA students. Their associate director told me that even chocolate company like Hershey's or oil gas companies like Shell Oil has also started to interviewing case interviews, even if they're not a tech company, it's like chocolate company, Hershey's, right? So therefore, I want everyone to really learn the FAANG company's like case interview style and get ready for any possible different kind of interview questions you may come up. Okay, so go to this website, drlinks.com/50FAANG to download all the real life interview questions, those case interviews you're able to do in your upcoming interviews. Okay, so now everyone can also get opportunity to join Zoom to get free coaching. And you can email my team at info@pmaccelerator.io. And also in the description of this video, there's also a form for you to submit free coaching to join me live on Zoom as well. Oh, by the way, next Friday, we have a private Zoom coaching for people who are laid off to do like free mock interview with me and also teach you how to answer those most challenging questions, such as why were you laid off? What's the best methodology to conquer those challenges? Okay, those questions are very challenging and really talk about and describe your layoff situation. Do not make people feel like you're like looked down by other people. Okay, so now how to get selected for free coaching? You can directly the people who support our nonprofit. This summer, we start our own nonprofit. In the past couple of years, we donate over $20,000 to any educational nonprofit. So we do one-on-one donation matches. So any kind of nonprofit you guys support, we help you to grow and leverage those opportunities to help others as well. So whoever donate to any educational nonprofit, and we give free coaching to them as well. Of course, people have the most likes, comments, shares, also receive free coaching from me as well. And also anybody who's interested in PM Accelerators, the course we run, feel free to go to this website, drnancy.com/masterclass to learn more, which we're able to join and learn how to create a catered product portfolio in 2 weeks that will land you PM job offer during a recession, even if you reject it again and again. Yeah, go check it out there. Okay, so now get ready for our inner circles. And this is our last inner circle. People are able to talk in a private session after our live podcast to ex Google director and Ari. And I want everyone to really capture those amazing opportunities. So you can opt into inner circle to get notice for our upcoming new private discussions as well. So go to drnancy.com/inner circle to learn more. Okay, so now, finally, and anybody who's looking for mock interview partners, feel free to go to WeChat and LinkedIn, those different groups, and find your mock interview partners. Feel free to scan the QR code and go over to those groups. Okay, so now let's go over all the key insight regarding good PM and bad PM. So let's get started. Feel free to everyone put comment in the chat. Are you already a PM? I want to learn. If you're already a PM, that's a different story. Okay, and then we focus on more advanced concept for people who have no PM experience. That's very different. So we will figure out for entry-level PM, how would you become better? Okay, so comment on the chat, already a PM. And also see lots of people join us. Yushi, how are you? You're from India. Enric from US. Enric, I feel like I've seen your name multiple times. Did you join my YouTube live or LinkedIn live in the past? Cool. So we are actually live on both LinkedIn and YouTube right now. Cool. Yeah, come on the chat. Love to learn about you guys. Awesome. Yes, we do. So recently I was invited to speak on the Indian podcast called AJ Podcast. He's my royal YouTube follower, and he also invited me to speak on his podcast for Indian audience. Very excited to speak to them, and the podcast should be out soon, and once it's out, we'll let you guys know. Awesome. Cool. I see people. Stanisha said aspiring PM. Okay, so this means that we cover more entry level, how to become great PM, instead of more advanced level today. Come on the chat. If most people are more entry level, we'll talk about entry level, how to become great PM. Okay, so now let's see the vote we have here. As we're going through the process, and feel free to continue to vote based on the entry-level PM, aspiring PM, which means entry-level, or someone who's more senior PM already, come on the chat. So we'll tailor our talk to you guys. At the same time, let me tell you why it's quite important to bring up this topic. And there are huge differences between OK PM or advanced level PM. This is crazy. This is what I see in real life, because when I got exposure to interview the VP of product at Google and senior director product at Google, those kind of, or like senior growth product manager, different amazing companies. And I realized the big differences between how companies train, promote, and also select the best product leaders. And each companies are very different. They're leading to different kind of product success. So therefore, I'm very determined to really tell you guys regarding the bigger differences between good PM, bad PM, how to become a great PM. So now let's define what is a good PM. Okay, so here's the important lesson I learned. The KPI of definition good PM is very different. For example, in Google, their definition good PM, which is someone who got promoted faster, was in the company, is someone who launched more product. Google's success is based on, this product team launched 5 products this year or 20 products this year. So based on the number of product launches, which I believe is bad measurement. I don't think numbers matters. It's more about the product you launched, is it successful, right? So number one thing for different company culture. Now, in contrast, for Amazon, their concept of success PM is very different. Amazon's PM was measured by, when you launch a product, was your product successful? Did you generate lots of revenue? Do you have lots of users? Do people continue using it? They really want to measure the end-to-end product management life cycle to define a great product manager. So each company, they're all FAANG companies, but each company's definition of successful PM is very different, which lead to different lifestyle differences. Okay, so therefore in Amazon, I believe they have better products. So for example, Amazon is leading product, which is AWS, Amazon Web Services. Google also have a cloud product, but Google Cloud product is no near as popular as AWS. But which also lead to the work-life balance in Amazon is pretty bad, relatively worse. Actually, worse compared with other FAANG companies was because product managers are under high pressure to really create a product actually generating revenue. Because building a product, in my opinion, is easy. You just know how to work with engineering team, have vision, and build it. But you build something, nobody buy it. That's a very different story. So which means that you need to know go-to-market strategy. Okay, so when Google hire product manager, they hire people who knows how to code. So which means they want people to work closely with engineer. When Amazon hire product manager, they don't test your coding skills unless for special group. For example, for like AWS group, probably they will see if you have technical skills. But for majority of product manager will hire by Amazon, it's less likely they're gonna test you very technical details regarding, hey, do you know how to code? But in real life, at Amazon, they want to see if you know how to collaborate with other people, cross-functional team, do you know how to tell a story, short, concisely. Yeah, the work-life balance is worse in Amazon, high pressure, but the product they deliver is much better. So that leading to me teaching all of you guys regarding, first of all, my definition of great product manager and how to become a great product manager. Okay, so now let's go through this. So first of all, my definition of great product manager is somebody who is able to lead a team, have a great product vision, and continue to bring the product to the hands of customers and actually literally impact people's lives. And at the same time, how to become a product manager, how to become a great product manager is the following. Number one thing, you want to hit our goal of a great product manager, which is creating the product actually impact people's life. All the great product manager need to do the following. Number one thing, great product manager need to have strong customer empathy. They need to understand what the purpose of creating an amazing product, and the purpose is actually serving people's life, not serving executives, and actually serving people's life, not just make your director happy. It's actually people who are using your product and actually start to change their lives. And for example, I mentor several startups through Techstars. One of the entrepreneur team is the two moms. They started a company which is helping new mom to manage all the chaos of a newborn. So her product is actually growing significantly in the past 2 years, even if it's a startup, but all the features and apps, everything, and looks very amazing, right? So her startup is actually impacting lots of moms' lives. And impacting moms means impacting babies and also impacting husbands and everyone around it. So this is the definition of great product manager who is a customer-centric, which now you go back to Amazon's mission. So Amazon 14 principles, one of the principles is customer-centric, right? But if you go to Google, did you hear Google's mission is customer-centric? What Google known for? No, Google is known for, oh, we have advanced technology. We do self-driving car. They never really promote saying that, oh, we're very customer-centric when you think about Google. But when you think of Amazon, they make it very clear. We're customer-centric. This is the number one thing on my 14 principles everyone needs to master. So therefore, I personally believe that Amazon is able to create better product than Google, personally speaking. Okay. So if you agree or disagree, comment on the chat. I love to learn from you guys. Okay. So number two thing, what great product manager needs to do is, which also how to become a great product manager is the following. As a great product manager, people need to understand number two thing. As a great product manager, you need to lead with authority. This is extremely important. So let me define lead with authority, which means that majority people, they do not report to you. You need to make sure people knows what the best methodology to influence people, such as align the vision, make them see the long-term roadmap, make them feel like whatever they do have a real life impact, because engineers or designers, they're not there to get paid. I believe that some people are there to get paid, but you want to have all-star team. You want people to feel like, wow, I love going to work every single day. in order to feel like they go to work every single day, you need to make them feel, wow, whatever effort, 20 hours, 40 hours, 60 hours you put in to work is making a great impact. It's going to align certain type of vision. Product manager need to be the quarterback of a football team, like Tom Brady. I live in New England, Boston for 11 years. Okay, I need to talk about Tom Brady, one of the best football players. Everyone Google him. But he was traded to Florida, to Tampa. Well, that's also one of the reasons I moved to Miami. Okay, so following Tom Brady. But anyway, so go back here. So great product manager is the quarterback of the team. You know what the story is tell. You know how to line the vision. And the quarterback, the amazing quarterback knows, even if different team members had different strengths and weakness, but people really looking into the leadership of the great quarterback. So that's why amazing, great product manager knows how to lead without authority. Okay. Number three, what great product manager needs to do is actually the executive presentation style. So let me define it. What do I mean by executive presentation? Not public speaking, two different things. Executive presentation is you need to tailor your talk track to the level of the audience you talk to. Let's say if you got opportunity to talk to CEO, you only have 1 minute, maybe only 30 seconds to tell him what's the latest of your product. Seriously, this is like in real life because CEO are very busy. You probably run into CEO was outside of his bathroom, seriously, and you walk with him from bathroom to his office and you have something to say, yeah, that's 1 minute. That's only 1 minute's time, maybe 30 seconds. You need to report and tell the CEO what the best thing about the product you need to know. When you report to CEO, you can only talk about the impact of your product, the roadmap of your product, and your contingency plan for any roadblocks. Not just any roadblocks, it's but I already have a plan ready. So currently we're launching this 5G Edge like product, which by the way, the one I launched for Verizon was 2 years ago, the first 5G Edge computing product in the world, right? If I report this to my CEO, I will say the following. So within 1 minute or 30 seconds, say, well, we are on track to launch the first 5G Edge computing product in the world. And currently, to accelerate the growth of the product, we're building it in collaboration with Amazon and Microsoft. And currently, there's only one roadblock, which is, I made up something. At the time, there was no real roadblock because we already addressed. Let me make up some roadblock. So right now, we only have one roadblock, which is we're not able to access Miami market. But we already have a backup plan, which is building like local teams to get closer to the governor, to let them see how 5G and edge computing is going to impact people's lives in Miami. So this is in control. We believe that we can still launch our product on time. Okay, so that's what CEO need to hear. So that's called executive presentation. Now let's talk about the next part. Executive presentation, you also need that when you talk to director, you probably have half an hour to present something. When you talk about the VP, probably only 5 minutes. So really depends on the levels. And each level you talk to, you need to tell them something very different. Okay, and then and also your peers, probably if you present your product to your peers, you probably have half an hour as well, right? Maybe half an hour up to 1 hour. So that is going to show your thought leadership. So within your product portfolio, they may not be working on your product, but they want to learn what you do for your product. That's when you show the product impact you have made, the customer empathy you have done. So people love your product. And in the past, I was invited by many sales teams to executive briefing center. So in the past in Verizon, this is a special environment we built for executives because we invite lots of executives like VP of product or CEO from many different companies, even if, well, you might be so, oh, it's a tier 2 company, Verizon, but it's not. Because all companies out there, they need to use our services, our connectivity services. So we get access to all Fortune 500 companies. That's why we are able to collaborate with like Amazon, Microsoft, because we're working closer relationship with them, right? So frequently they will invite C-level people, VP level people to our executive briefing center. In this case, they like to bring people in to do presentation to those executives. And I was asked like many times by sales team to do presentation, because the sales team know that they can only sell product, but they cannot present product better. So that's why they asked me to present what the product, what the impact we had, to really build stronger relationship with other C-level executives. Okay, this is defined as executive presentation. So this is a great product manager needs to do, because once you build a product, nobody heard about your product, that's a problem. Okay, now last one, final one, which is, as a product manager, we need a great product manager. Also need to know how to do time management. Okay, time management. Raise a hand. Oh, yeah, I don't think you can raise a hand. So comment on the chat. Do you feel, if you're a product manager or aspiring product manager, like, do you feel like you have lots of meetings every single day? Do you feel like you have lots of meetings every single day? If so, how many hours of meetings you guys have? Comment on the chat. How many hours of meetings you guys have? Okay, comment on the chat. Let me tell you some numbers I heard from my students. Okay, I have 100 students and dream job offer in FAANG companies, unicorn startup, many different type of companies out there. My student working for Microsoft Azure, which is also the cloud product of Microsoft. She's working like, no, she has meetings of 7 hours meetings every single day. It is crazy. It's long. Okay. I also have student working for Meta. He also had almost 7 hours meeting every single day. And the crazy thing about Meta was that they give you free lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Think about this. If they give you dinner, what does this mean? It was like, oh, if you work late, no problem. We give you food. Feel free to work late. So frequently at Meta, I have students working there, by the way. They have meeting at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. all the time. It's like normal. It's normal to have 6 p.m. meeting until 7 p.m. at Meta, which is so bad. Okay, which means that you maybe get out work at 7. It's like, oh, I'm freaking hungry. Okay, no problem. I'll give you free food. And then you finish your food at 8. And then maybe, oh, let me check some email and work until 9. This is pretty bad. Okay, I personally believe that that's bad. Any company give you free food, watch out. The free food is not free. They're sucking your time and soul out of it. But also think about myself as a new mom. My son is 1.5 years old. If I had a 6 p.m. meeting and I finish at 7 p.m., who is going to pick up my son from the daycare? My husband? Or do I have a stay-home husband? Or do people expect women working for Meta have a stay-home husband? What if both of us have a job? Who's going to pick up my son if I have a 6 p.m. meeting? I think the culture of people sending out meeting late and have like crazy amount of meeting is incorrect. So therefore, knowing time management is very critical and important for all the product managers. Okay, so number one thing I want people to understand is, great product manager, you need to really guard your time. What I suggest people to do is you should block your time every single day for brainstorming time, for thinking time, or even working time, which in terms of writing product requirement documentations, designing a roadmap, strategy thinking time. And you also need to know how to say no to meetings. You also know how to leverage other people to attend meetings so that you don't need to attend, but still get the same amount of information you need. Okay, I hope all of you guys can execute all 4 things I asked you to do. Will become a great product manager. Okay, cool. All right. So come on the chat if you have any questions. I believe I also have some pre-selected questions my team put out for me. One sec. Oh, it's right here, right here. Feel free to put your questions on the chat. Let me see. Do I have some pre-selected question? I think I answered the question before. And that's very cute. There's one question right here. Let me share my screen. Everyone else, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Cool. Okay, so someone asked how to position myself for international roles in product management. Actually, today I'm going to film a new video about it. Okay, so I assume what you mean is position yourself for international roles. In product management means that you are working remotely for international company. For example, if you're based in the US, you want to work for London, you're based in London, you're working for US company, you're based in Singapore, you work for US companies, those are international roles. I assume you mean that, okay. So how to position yourself that way is the number one thing. If you want to work for different countries, you need to understand the country's culture and the hiring process. For example, I'm from China. The type of hiring process and also how Chinese company run product is very, very different from American company. You know what the American way to build product. And second, how people hire in US is also very different. For example, in China, the resume talks about exactly what you did in China with a picture. Sometimes they also put age. In the US, we don't do pictures, we don't do age. We like to see the impact you had. And lots of time nowadays, I also teach people to put a product portfolio as part of the growth and to demonstrate that you're able to do the job very well. Okay. Now, third thing to position yourself as a role for international product manager is really understand what's the most important tools for local product management roles for you to apply for to get access to those hiring managers, those job openings, and that each team, each country is very different. For example, in China, the tools for people in a job is very different compared with US. We mainly use LinkedIn and Indeed, those kind of different tools you have, and where you find hiring managers is very different. It's completely different. Okay, so yes, you can do the same as well. So that use the right tools and use the 3 steps that tell you can land a job internationally. Actually, I have a student in Thailand land a job in the US. I have a student in Singapore land a job in the US. To say it's all very possible. You can do the same. Okay, cool. I believe keywords we talk about. I believe what a PM you are. What is the difference? A good PM. Oh, there's a good question. So. I was once asked what type of PM you are and what is the difference, differentiator good PMs and the mediocre PM. What is in the purpose of the question? How would you answer? Oh, very good question. So how to answer it is I already answered regarding good PM, bad PM, what the 3 things, 4 things what a good PM needs to do. Okay. Now, the purpose of this question is that they want to see if you're a good PM. If you don't know the definition of good PM, you're in bad shape, very bad shape. Okay, so that's the reason. That's the reason. Okay, so understand your definition of good PM, which is what I described earlier, and also how you answer those questions. Also, I answered earlier. Just watch the replay. You missed the beginning. Okay, Catherine, how to join the PMA Pro program? Yes, join. Go to our masterclass. You will learn more here. Go to our masterclass, how to create a product portfolio in 2 weeks, even if you're laid off or have 0 experience, and come here, learn more about different packages, different kind of financing options we have for all of you guys, and you can learn more and also tell you who do we select to join the program. Okay, so it's out here. Let me go back up. I just keywords. We talk about the keywords already. I believe we cover all the pre-submitted questions. Cool. Okay. Yes, I do have a separate course about PMA Power Skill, how to become better PM. Go to my website to learn more. But here, I want you to understand the definition of great PMs. Once you have the right mindset, you can start to improve yourself immediately. I'm also going to film more videos. Actually, today's video is I'm going to film every Wednesday. I film new YouTube videos. It's about today how to become a better PM. I think people need to understand the definition of great PMs, what's going on in different companies. It's crazy. Okay, so lots of people just do the job, but the product is not getting used. I think it's misleading for lots of people who want to become a PM. Cool. Okay, so now, oh, I see lots of questions coming up. This is amazing. Okay, cool. So X the Singaporean. Oh, hello. Are you from Singapore? My friend Chamani came from Singapore, and she landed a job in the US as a growth product manager in Equinix, which is one of the largest cloud company in the US. I'm very excited for her. By the way, she doesn't know cloud. I taught her how to talk about cloud because I work on edge computing, which is the new product was a cloud. So we know cloud very well. I taught her how to talk about cloud stuff. Actually, we have 2 alumni. Another student working for Equinix is also VP of product. Equinix, so it's also advantage for her to join as well. Cool, welcome. Hibata, how do you get the developer to understand the value you're creating in having a product launches as early as possible? Oh, very good, very good. Maybe I can make a YouTube video about it. Yes, the way to do it is that you need to bring the developer early in the process, as early as possible. They may not understand fully, or they may not care about it, to be frank. Because most of them are very nerdy and they work really long hours and they enjoy sitting in front of a computer just to create amazing code and get something done. Oh, amazing. It is amazing. People love it. So here's the thing, how to make them understand the vision as early as possible is that you can bring your software engineer in the customer interview. They can be a fly on the wall. They can listen to what customer said. They don't need to be like fully grasp everything, but the gesture of inviting them to customer interview, be a fly on the wall, is going to help them significantly feel like, whoa, I was part of the team. I was part of the decision-making process. Now I know who is my customer. So even listen to the customer's like face, voice, what they take a look at the face and listen to the voice. Understanding they're part of the decision-making process at the very beginning is going to empower them to do better. So that's a way to get them early, which is invite them to the customer interview process. Okay, very good question. That's from Tibatha. Whoever finds this content very useful, like this video and also comment on the chat, because I can make way more videos regarding how to become great product manager, just in comparison, how to land a job. Okay, come on the chat, let me know so I can find a balance. If most people still have trouble landing a job, I would just make more video about job hunting. Okay, but if you guys want to learn how to become better PM, come on the chat as well. Okay. So next question. What's more important when building a PM career? Staying in the same domain, such as B2B, healthcare, or staying in the same type of product, such as mobile apps? Oh, very good question. So in order to develop a successful career as a product manager, I think people shouldn't just work on the same type of product. I personally disagree. If you want to do mobile apps, you do mobile apps forever. I personally disagree because the society is growing. For example, if you stay on mobile apps, well, you know, Web3 was very popular a year ago, and right now is AI, right? So I believe the product manager need to learn different kind of new platforms so that you are up to date regarding new technology. Doesn't mean that you need to jump all the time, to be frank. Doesn't mean that, oh, one day I do like mobile, so when crypto is hot, I jump to crypto. When AI is hot, I jump to AI. No. What I mean is that if you get an opportunity to advance to the next level, I will pick certain direction that I believe is going to have a bright future. For example, 10 years ago, mobile apps, like do any apps on cell phones, very popular. Lots of startups, lots of like product managers start become mobile app product manager. Same as UI UX designer, they design mobile apps. But nowadays, everybody has a mobile app, right? So it's outdated. So I rather you say, what's the next important revolution for the industry? Could be self-driving car, could be AI, right? So I would choose between one of these two to focus, but I think AI is more popular nowadays. Like so funny. So Notion changed the company name, become Notion AI. What a shameless move. They're not an AI company. And then like, listen, there's some automation what they did. There's some automation in terms of how to organize Node. Yeah, they have some automation, but they're no near a true AI company. Okay, now they even changed the name to AI. Can you believe that? One day I changed my company name to become a PM Accelerator, become PM Accelerator AI, or like PM AI Accelerator, whatever. It's like crazy just because they want to hop on the trend. I think it's a shameless move for some companies. Even change the company name. You shouldn't. You can have a product. Okay, so for Notion, we do notes. organization, productivity tools. We also have AI empowered nodes. You can have different name. All right. So name of product, but doesn't mean that the company name become AI, Notion AI. So last year or 2 years ago, crypto is very hot. So Notion will become, we are Notion crypto. Very shameless move. I don't think it's going to help the company branding in the long run. Crypto Notion, AI Notion. I think so stupid. I think it's stupid. Okay. So now get back to here. So therefore, I prefer product manager. So if you can, different new technology, but you can stay in the same domain so that you can become a domain expert. For example, you stay B2B domain or healthcare domain. I think that's better to grow your career compared with stay in the same technology platform. I will switch technology, but the industry domain, you can stay there so that you can become the number one in your industry domain. But of course, product manager is also made of human heart. Sometimes you work on healthcare forever, you will feel bored, and feel free to jump industry. I personally jump industries all the time. I went through like healthcare, healthcare now. Textile engineering. I was in fashion industry, then we jumped to oil gas, and then jumped to telecom, and then I jumped to cloud, AI and the cloud. My first product was an AI product, and then jumped to cloud myself. And the jump is not because I don't like my job, and then I jump. The jump was because the company need to grow. In order to grow, we have a new product line, and then they bring the best product manager to grow the product line. So that's why I work on AI product in Verizon. They'll say, okay, so want to work on edge computing, whoever want to work on this, and they select me to work on the edge computing, which will launch the first 5G edge computing product in the world. So I believe that's a great way to grow our career. So see what the best impact can create for the company. So that's the best way to do it. Okay, and that actually opened up lots of doors for me. So I can work for AI company, I can work for cloud company, and I can teach people how to do it as well. So actually, it's a great opportunity for everyone. But I am again someone who stay within the same technology. So because technology keep on changing. Okay, and also again, shamelessly, Notion AI shameless. I need to film a YouTube video about it. I think they're shameless. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I can say anything. My opinion is if you agree. If you agree, Notion AI, change the company name to Notion AI shameless. Come on the chat, say yes. It is. I think I think shameless. Why don't you change your company to Notion Crypto a year ago? So next question: can you become product manager from untraditional background? I feel like I do have some experience in leading with authority, customer empathy side. I work for retail. And is work value to go above and beyond. Time management is essential for the work we do, and I don't work in data analytics, business analyst, or product design. Should I get a position in one of those before trying to get an APM position? Oh, very good. Okay, so Enrique, very good question. If you feel like you already have the skills, I don't think you need to learn do some data or business analyst before you become a PM. If you can, for example, you can become retail e-commerce PM because you understand customers, you have very strong customer empathy, you know how the company grow their product base, you know the GTM strategy, go-to-market strategy for retail companies, you're very qualified to become like e-commerce product manager or creating any product for like retail customers or retail stores, whatever different things that you can leverage your strengths. The key is leverage your strengths. I don't think you must do data analytics before you can become a product manager, especially any entry-level product manager. I think as you are qualified for entry-level product manager. That's how I see it. Of course, if you go for Google, as I said, if you listen to my beginning of my talk, I also did I talk trash about different companies earlier today? I disagree about Google's definition of great product manager. Google definition of great product manager is someone who can launch as many products as possible, right? So therefore, for Google, they want people who knows how to code to work for them as a product manager. I think it's wrong, right? So, but which means that if you want to work for Google, you learn how to code. But I think it's wrong. So you don't need to work for Google, work for Amazon. Amazon is more result-driven company. I like them better. Okay, even if the work-life balance is not as good as Google, but from product perspective, they're more successful. They have way more successful product, better reputation. What Google has, Gmail, YouTube. They bought YouTube, by the way. They didn't create their own YouTube. They have Gmail, Google Maps,
ads. What else is successful from Google? Seriously. Cool. Team. How to practice executive presentation, knowing what information key for specific roles. Okay, so team care is how to do it. Okay, so you need to watch what the executive is saying in a day-to-day basis. You need to watch, for example, I watch how my director present. I watch how my VP of product presents. So you need to watch people in general. And number two thing is that you need to take some public speaking like classes. Okay, myself, I spent $8,000 learning public speaking. I don't think people can do public speaking on their own, even if you watch other people. Watching other people gives you clue regarding what you need to do. But how to do it, you need a coach, especially public speaking. Who else out there who amazing public speaker never took any public speaking classes, just become amazing public speaker? Tell me the name. Nobody. Everyone who amazing, they have public speaking coach, took some classes about public speaking, right? They also practice in different groups. They do combination of everything. But looking at how executives present is going to give you a clue. Oh, that's how they present. Oh, I need to achieve the same level, but without getting trained on public speaking, I don't think you can. Okay, so therefore, understand how to do public speaking at the foundation, and then say what you say for the executives. That's a combination of both. Okay. So Axie, then based in New York now, very exciting. Thank you so much. Great night. Great night. Someone in India. Remind me when people call Excel formula algorithms. Yes. Exactly. It's just formula. It's a mathematical equation. Oh, it's an algorithm. Like AI, when Notion was AI, it's like shameless company. Yeah. So Axie, how do you convince companies that you are a good fit? I did 4 years of B2B fintech platform, but even in fintech right now, people are very specific payment AI about the kind of experience. So yes. So now here's how you do it. First of all, let me tell you examples, right? You don't need exactly what you're looking for. It's about how you convince others you're better than others. And also it's about how exactly you know how to do the job. For example, my student from Singapore, like Chamani, she's from Singapore. She doesn't know cloud at all. Okay, you go to her LinkedIn, people inside PMI Accelerator know who they are and go to her LinkedIn. She's not a cloud person. When you see her recordings of joining the training with us, she asked lots of questions about cloud. When she asked those questions, oh my goodness, clearly you don't know cloud. She was like, yes, you're right, I don't know cloud. I said, no, let me train you on cloud. Okay, so my point is, it's not true. You have to be like, oh, I know payment. So if I don't know payment, I cannot become payment product manager. It's not true. Okay, so the better way to really join different kind of companies is the following, is that, hey, you need to show them that how your past skills can do the exact job you're going to do. For example, if you never work on payment, but you have worked on like working with large corporations, doing integration, because payment looks like this kind of like contract negotiation, like different compliance, sending money between different places, right? So if you know that, you need to verbally talk about the value you can add to the companies. Lots of people out there, you don't know your value. So that's why when people ask you, oh, do you know work on payment before? You say no, so you cut. Well, you work on payment. If you say, have you worked on payment before? You can say the following, say, well, I work on lots of functions that's very related to payment that achieve like great financial outcome. For example, I work on different things that's the same thing as working on payment. I believe I can generate same kind of success for your company as well. So it really depends on how you package your experience. If you already have 4 years experience, still couldn't manage up, that's a problem because you know how to tell stories. Okay, you should actually check out PM Accelerator. We have lots of people like this. 30% of my students, they are already senior PM. They just don't know how to get to the next level. So like Ruiz, she was also senior PM. She landed a job within 7 weeks, and her past job was in some virtual reality company, whatever. And now her new job, it was like healthcare gaming company, like something. Basically it's very different. She's working with kids right now. Yes, you can. It's mobile packaging. Okay. And how you tell your value prop. Okay. Enric, thank you so much. It helps a lot. Enric, definitely look up retail e-commerce product PM jobs. Yes, you should. Clear. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Thank you, Tim. Okay. So looks like I answered all the questions. Welcome. If you find this video helpful, feel free to go share this video, like this video. Okay, you must like it. Okay, like this video so more people can discover this. And anyone who's interested in PM Accelerator, feel free to go to our website to learn more, darknessly.com, and see if we can provide the right help you to accelerate your growth. Okay, so looks like we have everything we need covered today. Awesome. Okay, great. So best of luck, everybody. Keep me posted and feel free to email me. If you learn any success breakthrough, let us know. We love to hear from you guys as well. Awesome. Cool. I received lots of emails from all that makes me happy regarding, hey, I landed a job because I watched your free YouTube, very happy about that. So let me know. Awesome. Great. Cool. All right. Have a good weekend. Okay. Good day. Wednesday. Have a good day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.